Well, on that note.
As
Thanks,
movie
Jim.
theaters across the country begin to reopen, it begs the question, what movies are worth heading to the theater and watching?
That's an excellent question. Yeah. So we brought in the only expert that we know.
When it comes to movies, yeah. He's the top guy.
Our good friend, Florida Weekly and Fort Myers Film Festival, Eric Raddatz, joining us. Eric, it's the first time you've been in the studio.
I like it, and I like the lighting better. And also there was a really small chair that was always here that I didn't like.
Yes.
That made me look so just like a giant. And I was towering over the desk.
And now you look so small.
You like it better?
I feel like this is way better. You guys did a great thing, but the content is still.
Took us a few weeks to put it all together.
Just a few?
Yeah.
The whole pandemic, I heard. It was like.
It took us a while.
9 months.
It was some time.
Sure.
Like a pregnancy.
It did take a while.
Okay, we're going to talk about movies.
Yes.
We are.
Okay, a couple of them I've heard of.
Yes.
I think the first one we have up to bat is A Quiet Place, which is the sequel off of A Quiet Place.
Totally.
And there's A Quiet Place 2,
Well,
appropriately named.
And it's interesting. I have to preface this whole thing with, remember when streaming was cool? We're like, oh, we're going to stream. We don't have to go to the theater anymore.
Yeah.
We'll stay at home. We don't have to have those annoying people around us. We have to pay for overpriced popcorn. No one's coughing in the back. There aren't any strangers to bother us. And then the pandemic hit, and then we're kind of like, well, this is still cool. And now we're at the point where like, we want to go back and we want to buy the overpriced popcorn. We want to see the strangers, and we want to get back into the theaters. And that's what we're seeing with, for example, Godzilla vs. Kong was something that came out. And it was actually pitched on HBO Max and in theaters, and it still made $33 million. It's opening.
Wow.
And it's up to $450 million. F9, Fast and Furious.
Right.
$160 million last weekend, not even the US. So if we're talking about a few of these that are coming out, I just want to say that everyone, including myself and probably you, is ready to get back in the theater this summer.
I do like going to the theater, especially the ones, and this is going to sound quite foolish, but the ones that have a bar. You know, and you can take your drinks on the inside.
Can you even remember the time when people were like, why would we have a bar to theater? Now, why wouldn't you?
Why
have
wouldn't
a
you
bar?
want to have
Right.
one?
Make more money than popcorn.
Yes.
Exactly.
We'd make a lot more
A
money.
lot more money. Okay, so Quiet. You want to hear about Quiet Place?
So, Quiet
Well, the
Place,
first one was
yes.
great, John Krasinski.
Yeah, so you put John Krasinski in anything, and
Yeah.
they put him in a horror film, and suddenly the $17 million film went on to like make some like $360 million. So it was easy math when the money came in and you said, yo, we're going to do another Quiet Place, and it's going to be just as creepy, but maybe even more creepy. So if you like kind of that like quiet creepy, you know, I kind of sense that you might like the quiet creepy.
I like quiet creepy.
Yeah.
Because I'm quiet and creepy.
Yeah, well,
Quiet? No.
I was like the reverse of you, like you're not
Right.
creepy or quiet.
But
so.
you have to see the first one to go see the
No,
second
you
one,
don't.
I would think. Really?
So it stands alone?
Then where's John Krasinski?
What
That's
do
the
you mean?
question.
What do you mean? He's
Yeah, there's a spoiler.
Oh,
If you have not seen the first one.
well, I actually haven't seen the first one,
Oh.
which is why I'm excited about the second one.
Wow. Okay.
A lot of people
well, let's move
excited
on to the
about
second
a
one.
lot of people are excited about Cruella, which is kind of the backstory of 101 Dalmatians.
Right. So who doesn't love the Disney classic Cruella or 101 Dalmatians? And then you have kind of these spin-offs, and then it's kind of like Joker, where we kind of see how did Cruella become this kind of puppy hater? Like, how do you get to be that bad?
Yeah.
Emma Stone, I mean, put Emma Stone in anything, we're watching it, right? Emma Thompson. So we kind of find out what just exactly happened.
Interesting.
And I'm not watching your screen. Are we still looking at Cruella stuff, or are we looking at other stuff?
We're moving on.
Let's go.
Well, PETA, don't see this movie.
Yeah.
In the Heights, I don't think I've heard of this movie.
This is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes, I see that, but I've not heard of In the Heights.
You've heard of Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yes, well,
Hamilton,
Hamilton was
right.
fantastic.
So back when he was kind of on Broadway and he was kind of writing stuff, he wrote a little something called In the Heights and went on Broadway 2008. Then he did a little something called Hamilton, which turned out to be kind of Broadway Tony Gold,
Right.
platinum
Big
standard.
time stuff.
Right, and then the pandemic hit and he's like, you know what, I just so happen to have some footage that we shot from the original cast, so instead of spending $800 to go out to see it, everyone could see it at home on Disney Plus during the pandemic.
That's
So
cool.
anyway, long story short, In the Heights is one of his original creations, which is now coming out in theaters, and it's kind of a musical, like think musical, like, you know, MGM classics, like, you know, I'm a
Right.
big fan, like Singing in the Rain.
Love
right?
my
So
favorite
you,
movie.
you got to do the triple threat. So you got the triple threat with this story. You got the singing, dancing, acting, it's all there.
And you know if he's behind it, it's going to be
He has like a
very,
little
very good.
cameo, I think,
Oh,
kind of
cool.
Hitchcockian.
He's the modern day Gene Kelly.
Right. He might.
Or Stanley
No,
Donen.
hey, no one's as good as Gene Kelly.
Never been it. Never.
Don't you
Never.
You started to talk about F9, Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
They're still going.
Okay,
right?
so yeah, Fast and Furious are still going, and it actually hasn't. It's not going to come out until June 25th, but it is internationally. It's already making like pre-pandemic numbers, 160 million opening night.
Wow.
And that's not even in the U.S. So if you're ready to throttle it up a notch and drive and fly cars in places that you never imagined they'd be and crash and explode, with the likes of Vin Diesel and Ludacris
Right.
and Michelle Williams, Rodriguez. You got to go see F9. It's exciting.
Black Widow.
Black Widow was one of those holdouts. Scarlett Johansson. They said, we're not going to release actually during the pandemic. We're gonna go ahead and let it roll. We're gonna see how it takes. We're gonna leave our money in Bitcoin on this one, and we're gonna see what happens in a year and a half. And now it's coming out. And so, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. I mean, need we say no more? It's coming out July 9th now,
okay.
which is almost a year and a half when it was originally going to come
Wow.
out.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but it probably will. We'll see how it does with the numbers.
I feel like the next one you could probably skip.
Well,
Space Jam?
Yeah. Like, I mean, just don't go see.
Space
Oh,
Jam.
come
What
on,
do you
I think
mean?
kids will
What-
love it.
Well, I mean, if you like, there's two rows of people. Is Michael Jordan the best basketball player ever?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes,
He is.
yes,
So-
yes.
Okay, so now, but is he a better actor than LeBron?
Yes.
James? We don't know
Yes,
yet.
yes,
we
yes,
have to
yes,
see
yes.
the new Space Jam, New Legacy. Rumor has it Jordan will make an appearance, but we got LeBron James acting in the sequel. So you actually have
Well,
to
LeBron does act quite often when he does this.
Oh, and on that note,
Okay.
we got to run. Eric, thank you so much as
That was a
always.
pleasure.
We appreciate it. Always
I appreciate
fun.
you guys. Always
So good to see you in
Yes.
person
Have me back
too.
again.
Oh,
we're gonna be
we will.
we're gonna be right back. Our time right now is 9:54.